Guys, what's good? It's your boy Phil. Today we're talking about leaks. We're talking about leaks. We're talking about spoilers. Something I really don't like to do, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it for this. I got it, man. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of wild. I'm sure you guys have already encountered these leaks. You guys have seen these on social media. This shit, I think it took air about maybe a week ago, something like that. And they seem over time to just keep getting fleshed out more and more and more. So maybe we'll see some more leaks pop up. Who knows? The final volume of Attack on Titan, the physical release, gets released, I think, next month in June, officially. So that is when you're probably going to see these leaks finally take fruition. And we'll know if they're true, because I'm still on the fence if I believe these leaks to be true. But the original source for these leaks is a pretty credible dude, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see if these leaks come out. But that's what this video is about today. They are about the Attack on Titan 139 leaks, which are kind of crazy. Wow, where do we even start, man? I mean, it was already a polarizing ending, right? You already had people who hated the ending absolutely, completely. You had people who were okay with the ending, I think. I don't think anybody quite loved the ending 100%, because there was a lot of stuff that didn't get covered in the ending of Attack on Titan. But I think majority of people didn't like it. I rated the ending I think I rated it a 7, a 6 maybe, something around that. But if these leaks are true, man, that rating might change. So without further ado, let's talk about these leaks. Let's do this shit. Which, by the way, before we start, back when I was reading Chapter 138 and Chapter 139 came out, the series ended, all that shit, we were having all those moments, right? All those theories, all of those discussion videos, you know, about what could have happened, what actually happened, and where we go from here. One of the big things I said back when 139 dropped was like, okay, this is great and all. We stopped Eren. We killed him. We got rid of the Titan powers. All that shit. But he still annihilated 80% of the world. Don't you think the other 20% are still gonna be a little bit pissed off at all the Eldians and everybody on the island? Don't you think that's gonna happen? And it happened. That's one of the things that got leaked. Which, by the way, before we even go any further, again, I can't stress this enough. These leaks, take them with a grain of salt. They might not be true. We'll find out in June when the physical release drops, or maybe before that. But take it with a grain of salt. So, the island was destroyed because of the war. I mean, this was just obvious, right? I'm not even shocked by this one. I'm really not. It's written right there. 20% of the world still hates all the Eldians about what they just did. But it was really just my boy Eren. Yeah. Why would they not still be pissed off at us? Sure, you see his story in that chapter, you know, everybody's being all diplomatic and shit. They're forming relations, alliances. They got an army now and all that shit. But still, even on the off chance that 1% of the population of the world lives on the island, which I doubt, it's probably less than 1% for sure. That's still 19 other percent of people around the world who still hate you. So this was just obvious, man. This one, I'm not even shocked by this one. I'll be real with you. You don't even have the Titan powers to defend yourselves anymore, so it's just weird. It's just odd. But before we get to the Titan powers here, let me read you this one. And the Titan powers from the world have not disappeared. Wow. What was the point of everything then? And this is also the leak that I'm like interested in the most, I think, and the leak that I do want to find. When these pages drop, I am gonna read them, obviously, but this is the one that I think is, honestly, we'll get to Mikasa in a minute, but this is the one that's like the most controversial to me, I think, because the ending of Attack on Titan, the ending of 139, when they get rid of the Titan powers, we see it happen. The Titan powers are no more. Everybody becomes normal again. People go on into the future, live their lives without the Titan powers. Do they just come back at some random point or something, right? Do they just start up again for some reason? I honestly don't know. I don't understand this one. This is kind of where my, my apprehensions come into play a little bit, that I'm like, okay, maybe these leaks aren't all that true, because I don't know how the Titan powers just start up again. Did they ever leave? Did they just find new hosts? Who are the new hosts? Where do they come from? All that shit. So, yeah, little interested in this one. This is gonna be interesting, and I know a lot of people are talking about there's a lot of potential to be a sequel. There might be a sequel. So when these leaks come out, we'll have a clearer picture for sure. I don't know. I've seen the theory. There's a lot of theories on what the future, what the sequel can be like. It can be Mikasa's son. Yeah, she has a son. Spoiler alert. Her son is time traveling and trying to fix everything. They're trying to bring Eren back to life and all that shit. I've seen theories like that. So we'll see how that all happens. But the Titan powers staying, I think, is just weird. I think it's weird because what was the point of Eren dying? What was the point of everything being done? What was the point of Ymir? Just her whole final arc that was happening in those final chapters. It kind of just double backs on itself, like hard, like really hard for me at least. So that's a little weird one. I think so, at least. But okay, the Titan powers are back. And I think that is there for the possibility of a sequel. I really don't want a sequel though. I really don't. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that one's weird, man. That one's weird. It's just weird. I don't know. So then you have some Mikasa stuff, right? I think the leaks are only 8 pages. There might be more. We might see more pop up. I don't know. But Mikasa meets Ymir while holding Eren's severed head. So I'm pretty sure this is on her way to the tree where she's eventually gonna bury him and all that shit. And Mikasa and Ymir have a little conversation that ends with Ymir fading away. So she frees her spirit and all that shit. Obviously, that was one of the major themes that we found out in chapter 138 and 139 was Ymir getting freed, being moved by Mikasa, and her eventually severing Eren's head and all that shit. That became a major part. And eventually, I guess it frees her from maybe her love with King Fritz. So okay, that's fine. That's something I would have loved to see in 139, though. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, 139 for me, even in my head, sure, these bonus chapters are going to be important, right? But 139 for me is always going to be the canon ending. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone on that, but we'll see. We'll see if these leaks are actually true, first off. But yeah, that's a little... I'm okay with this one, I think. Like I just said, I would have liked to see this in chapter 139. This would have been cool because it's really weird. Mikasa just cuts his head off. She's holding it, and she just walks back to the island and shit. That's a little odd, a little weird. So, okay, but I guess she does meet Ymir up, and they talk, and they have a nice conversation during that time. And it's okay. It's a weird one. It's cool. But anyways, the big one, the one you guys are here for, the ones you guys have been talking about the most, you've heard about the most. Mikasa is married and has a child now. Mikasa visits Eren grave with her child and husband sometime in the future, by the way. It's confirmed Mikasa's husband is, in fact, my boy, that boy, John. Yes, sir. Yo, people are pissed off at this one. And this is rightly so, because this kind of just shits on everything from 139, 138, the whole romance thing we find out about, all that shit, just shits on it absolutely 100%, right? I mean, look, okay, I guess, just like the common theme of this video is that a lot of stuff just doubles back on everything that was built up in like 137, 138, 139, right? And this is another one of them. You had the feeling that Mikasa, especially when the bird comes through and all that shit, you had the feeling Mikasa was just gonna be forever alone, die, mourning the death of Eren and all that shit, visit the tree all the time, which she still does in her old age, which is cool. She keeps visiting the tree with John, presumably, so that's cool. Shout out the boy John. Shout out the boy John, man. What a fucking guy. He won the manga, that's for sure. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. I don't know if I have thoughts about this. It's just weird. I don't know if they actually like love each other or something like that. I don't know. That's something we'll probably find out in the bonus chapters. What the relationship, like I already said about the theories about what this kid could possibly be up to. If there is a sequel in the works for Attack on Titan, I don't know. I really don't know. But if there is gonna be a sequel, then I mean we might see it happen with this child. Who knows? And then I think one of the things leaked in this in the leaks is Mikasa, you know, dying in her old age and dying from old age. So that's a little wild. That's a little crazy. Mikasa visits Aaron's grave in a wheelchair when she's old. Yeah, weird, wild shit. This is crazy. I mean, she still had that thing for Aaron up until her elderly. She got married, had a kid. Maybe we do see something with the kid. Maybe there's some founding Titan type action here. Well, it doesn't affect Mikasa. I don't know. It's weird, man. It's weird. So her son is gonna be part Eldian and part Hizuru, by the way. That's something you got to keep in mind. So he could get Titan powers. We could see what happens. It's wild. I don't know, man. I don't know about these leaks. I really don't. I mean, overall, I don't like the leaks. I really don't. I think we ended it off, you know, again, like I said, back like those few months ago when the chapter did drop 139. I think we ended Attack on Titan with the safe ending. And this ending kind of just threw all that shit out of the way and said, fuck it, let's fuck up the shit even more. I wanted the world reset. I wanted the ending that probably a lot of people would have been pissed off with. I wanted the world reset. I wanted Eren and Mikasa to, you know, reset the world, kill everybody, all that shit, fucking Evangelion type shit, restart. I thought that would have been great. It doesn't happen, but I don't know about this. The biggest thing for me is that the Titan powers still exist. That's the one that really stood out to me. Just a big why. Why does this happen? Why? I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be some more bonus chapters. We get some answers to this. Maybe when the leaks find out there are actually more pages. Maybe there's a whole other chapter. Who knows? And we get some information. We get some good information. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what these bonus chapters are all about. More information just keeps getting poured out day in and night out and all that shit. So maybe there are going to be some more leaks that come out on the timeline, things that change the series completely, the ending completely. So look out for those. If there's big enough ones, I'll let you guys know. But these were the big ones. These were the big parts of the leak that are crazy, that are absolutely wild, and that people were pissed off with. I know you guys saw it trending. I did too. It was kind of hard to avoid these leaks anyways, because, you know, internet. But it's crazy, man. If I had to rate the ending based off these leaks, it definitely dropped from a 7 to probably like a 5. Just why the Titans? Why do you bring back the Titans? Why do you get rid of the Titans and then bring the Titans back? Because it's explicitly said in the manga that the Titans are gone, but then they come back. It's weird. I don't understand. Maybe it has to do with the worm. You know, we don't get any closure on the worm at all in the series. It kind of just disappears, and we don't know why. It's odd. It's a little bit odd. So look out for that, man. Attack on Titan 139. Are we gonna continue to talk about Attack on Titan? I'm hit or miss, man. Bittersweet feeling. I wanted it to end, but I'm cool with talking about it still. It's odd, man. Why you bring the Titans back? I don't know. I really don't know, guys. That's it. That's the leaks. That's the video. Let me know down below. How do you feel about these leaks? Do you think the leaks are true? All that shit. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think there's going to be a sequel for Attack on Titan? Do you think it's going to follow around Mikasa's child and all that? That'd be odd. That'd be weird. But guys, until the next one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.